Today is World AIDS Day. I'm sure someone somewhere is wondering what is World AIDS Day? Must we have international days? Okay, so international days are occasions to educate the public on issues of concern and also to celebrate and reinforce achievements of humanity. Now, let me bust your brain. Did you know that 37.9 million people globally were living with HIV? Did you know that 23.3 million people were accessing antiretroviral therapy? Did you also know that 1.7 million people became newly infected with HIV, or that 770,000 people died from AIDS related illness? You see, oftentimes people cannot access the HIV prevention services they need, probably because they face discrimination. A lot of people go through stigmatization, a lot of people go through isolation, a lot of people are traumatized. People do not want to relate with them because they see it as a death sentence. So our guest for today is Dr. Adetayo. He will be enlightening us on HIV/AIDS, what it is, how it can be acquired, what are the symptoms, how can it be managed. Good to have you here on the show, Doctor. You're welcome to Susie's Corner.
HIV simply means human immunodeficiency virus, while AIDS means acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. HIV is an organism, which is actually a virus that causes AIDS. Just like mosquito is a vector for carrying what causes malaria. So the causative organism in AIDS is HIV. So I think that's it.
Okay, so what is AIDS then?
AIDS simply means acquired immunodeficiency syndrome, which consists of different signs and symptoms.
So how does this affect the body? What damage does it cause to the body?
Well, as I said earlier, that the cause of AIDS is HIV, which is a virus. So once the virus enters the body, it attacks the defense mechanism in the body, which includes the white blood cells and the likes. So when it attacks the white blood cells, just like you attacking the police or the security agency in an environment, they become harmless, and other thieves can come in and do all sorts. So, exactly, that's the way HIV comes in. So it destroys the police of the body, and then the body becomes exposed to several other diseases like that.
So what are the ways, what exactly gives room for this disease to get into the body? What are the ways in which people can actually acquire this disease?
Okay, well, HIV, as I said earlier, is a virus which is usually contacted through blood. So the use of sharps, maybe like a blade or a knife, if somebody has HIV, and maybe a knife or a blade was used to cut that person and came in contact with the person's blood, if you use that same blade or knife, it can also get infected with HIV. Like then, when people use all those tribal marks, when they use knives or all those instruments, it can also contact it through that. So when you share sharps, even our clippers in the barbing salon, so it's good to have your own personal clipper. So when you share sharps, things that can easily get contact with one's blood, when you share them. Also through sexual intercourse. Also, when maybe if somebody is sick and the person needs blood, and the blood is not properly screened, and if the blood contains HIV, the person automatically gets AIDS infection. Also, from mother to child, if a woman is pregnant and at the same time the mother has HIV, the mother can transmit the infection, the virus, to the child, usually during delivery. Symptoms like flu, fever, sore throat, get tired easily, or get fatigue. Also, over a long period of time, usually it does not really manifest initially, but over a period of time, there are going to be weight loss, and sweat at night, fatigue, then recurrent infections. And actually, HIV is in stages. So the early stages are those flu, fever, sore throat.
People actually take for malaria and typhoid.
Yeah, exactly. So, but when you see that you start having recurrent infections, you are losing weight, and that is now entering another stage.
Okay.
Or candidiasis, or thrush, like that. And if somebody has HIV, or if somebody has TB,
Mm-hmm.
we first suspect HIV. For those that have TB, there's a high chance that they are HIV positive.
Okay. So at what stage particularly will you say this is it for HIV?
And you see that this HIV. The HIV is a virus.
Okay.
But when you say it's when those symptoms are not there, they're not persist. Even diarrhea, some start having diarrhea for a long period of time. So there are some things called AIDS defining symptoms, like weight loss, recurrent infections. Today you are sick, tomorrow you are up, you are down.
I attended a seminar back then during my youth service, and they told us that there's a level when you're having a French kiss with someone, there's a level in which you swallow saliva. If that person is HIV positive, you also stand the chances of contracting the disease. How true is that?
Well, I've heard of similar stories too, that saliva.
Mm-hmm.
Well, majorly, the lifespan of HIV virus, when not in a living environment, is very short. But I can't actually say a particular amount of saliva could make someone have HIV. But if through kissing there's a cut on both, and maybe you who don't have HIV, you have a cut in your mouth, or you have a sore in your mouth, and you kiss somebody, maybe eventually doing that there was a cut which involves blood coming from the person's body. If the blood could come in contact with that sore, it could get infected. I can't really say saliva per se, but once there is a cut that involves blood coming in contact, there's a chance of having HIV.
Okay, so how can this be prevented? Probably you should just get the disease. People actually think it's a death attempt, it's more of suicide, there's no hope. How can it be managed?
Okay, as I said earlier, that from the ways how we can contact HIV, the use of chaps. So a way of not getting infected is by not sharing sharp objects like blades, like scissors, using clippers. So it's good you have your own personal clipper. You want to do your nail grooming, have your own personal blade, your personal cutter. Don't share. Or if you see a blade and you are not sure of who used it, better don't use your own personal one. Also, through sex, if you can't just do without sex, use condom. It's a means of protection.
All right, thank you, doctor. So I stumbled on a particular tweet where there were deliberations. Some people were saying they would prefer to get an HIV strip, take it home, and then check for themselves rather than coming to the hospital. Reason being that when they get to the hospital and then the medical scientist or whoever get to see that they are positive, they tend to spread it among themselves within the four walls of the hospital. Do you think it's better for people to just check it at home? After all, it's that simple. You just press it and then you see negative and positive.
Well, the HIV strip, the HIV itself is a global thing. So usually it's meant to be checked in the hospital by health workers. And the reason is because once they suspect or they find out that somebody has HIV, they have to get their records, follow them up, and ensure that they get the medication. And if possible, try to integrate them with other members that have HIV so they can also relate better. So you checking it at home is not possible because the strips are not meant to be given to people as individuals. Do I understand the fact that maybe some people in the hospital, once they check, they start to announce it shouldn't be. It should be confidential. It's very wrong. That means those people don't know what they are doing. Once the test is done, it should be shown to the doctor, and it all should let the patient know what's going on and counsel him or her and guide him to what to do next, maybe to get the person connected to those that will help him or her to get back to the society so that he or she won't be depressed or feel isolated or like that. So it's meant to be done in the lab by those that deals with it. And also you said you were saying something that at times you do a test and it shows both positive and negative. If the strip is bad or it has expired, you might see, because usually you have a control and the one for the indicator that will show that this person has. So if the strip is bad, it might give you a wrong information. And also, one might be HIV positive, but there is maybe the person has contacted the infection, but it has a time interval of about 6 months. It's called the window period before. So that's why I say you can do it 2 to 3 times in a year.
There's a time interval and there's
Yes.
also an expiration date.
Yes.
Oh, you're really getting educated on this segment. A time interval and a window period for HIV strip. So, doctor, in conclusion, what would be your advice to the general public as regards HIV/AIDS, relating it to the theme for this year?
Well, HIV is a global disease, and even from the one of from the one of suspecting it, initially it was like a deadly disease, as if it's a life sentence. But now, with the current level of technology, we've been able to curb and being able to control the the viral load in the system. So if anybody has HIV, they still have a chance to live again, a chance to be happy, a chance to live a normal life, a chance to get married, a chance to even have your own children and family, as long as you are ready to comply by the rules and guidelines, taking the medications like that and like that. That's what I'm going to say.
Thank you so much, Dr. Adetayo. Thank you for your time.
Thank
I
you
know you're a
very
very busy person, but I thank you for this information and thank you for this message. Now, this is where community comes in. Community has played a vital role and is still playing a vital role in bringing these life-saving services to people who need them most. The commemoration of the World AIDS Day, which is today, is an important opportunity to recognize the essential role that communities have played and continue to play in the AIDS response. The World AIDS Day offers an important platform to highlight the role of communities at a time where reduced funding and a shrinking space for civil society are putting the sustainability of services and advocacy efforts in jeopardy. Communities are delivering incredibly important services and continue to support and contribute to the response of HIV. How? They do this by providing access for treatment. We get to see sensitization, ensuring that confidential HIV testing services are available. But then, these communities need support. They need financial support, they need legal support, they also need political support. Okay, so someone just raised the eyebrow. What is communities? Communities include peer educators, that is a network of people living with or affected by HIV, women and young people, also the counselors, community health workers, then the door-to-door service providers. The strong advocacy played by communities is needed more than ever. This is to ensure that AIDS remain on the political agenda, that human rights are respected, and that decision makers are held accountable. The World AIDS Day is important because it reminds the public and government that HIV has not gone away and that there is still a vital need to raise money, to increase awareness, to fight prejudice, and to improve education. My name is Susan Agbefo.